Hey guys, it is Monday and we are going to vlog a little bit today. It has been a very long time since we have vlogged. And the reason I'm vlogging, I just want to tell you, is because, which is going to be a learning curve here. Really big time. Can you see how I'm struggling? I got a new camera. And, well, I can't say I got it. Jeremy got us a new camera. And we have not put anything on YouTube because I cannot get anything off of my phone. And it's not like I have an old phone. It's a very nice phone, but I cannot get it to sync with my computer. And once I finally do, it's like it'll take off just a few files and then the rest of the files are left on there, and it is so irritating. So I just completely stopped. I'm like, I am done. I am not going to vlog anymore because it's just a complete frustration for me. So I have still recorded our family and such, but my boys really do miss watching our videos and having a place where they can just go and see it. So mail lady's here. We are going to hopefully start vlogging a little bit here and there. Anyways, so today I need to get out in the garden. We need to pull out all of our old snow peas and put some beans in. And I don't know, we'll see what else we are gonna do out there. But yay for a new camera. Thank you, Jeremy, you're the best. And now we can have we did have a nice camera, but it wasn't like, it didn't have the right lens and, you know, all the things that you probably don't think about. So now we can have a nice camera. I can just take the files off and put them on my computer and not have that frustration because it was so frustrating. All right, so well, before I go out in the garden, I have to do the not fun stuff like the laundry and cleaning up inside the house. So I need to go do that first and then we'll go outside. The boys are playing water balloons, although they've run out of water balloons. So what are you using?
We're using the black.
They got Papa's work gloves. I'm sure he's gonna be thrilled about that.
He's gonna be so happy.
Cooper, let me. Oh my goodness.
Put your hand in there.
Ay.
I could try. I'll try.
Put your hand in
Oh, all done now.
I know, I can get water from in here.
I don't think that's gonna work, really.
It actually did.
Coulter, don't stand on the net.
Got it. Full. And I got a little water balloon in here and a little water balloon in here. Perfect.
All right. All right, I've made it outside. I have my coffee. And these are the plants that kind of need to go into the garden. We had planted a bunch more snow peas back there, which are not, they really need some water right now. There's a bunch of different types of green beans, and looks like there's a mini pumpkin that popped up, and a zucchini. So we need to find places for all these, put them in the garden. There's a few more things down here, some beans and such. But these snow peas back here, they're all brown and crispy. Those are the ones that need to come out today. They're done. They are done. It's getting hot. The other snow peas really shouldn't even go in because I'm not sure that they're going to do well. Not in the sun, at least. So we're going to go take those out and see what else is going on here. I'm very excited. I actually have cucumbers coming, and once they start growing, they grow so fast. I have one right down there, and I have another up here. Here. So excited. So anyways, these are supposed to trellis up this little wall here. My arugula probably needs to be torn out today as well. It's gone to seed, and it's still good, but it's just really spicy. It's very spicy. I have a bunch of kale here. We have snow peas on this side, which I think will probably do okay because they are shaded by these ginormous sunflowers that are way taller than me. And then we have a bunch of green beans over here. So we have had quite the issue with the garden this year. Well, this is our first year in this house for the garden, but we've had quite the issue with deer. And they apparently really like my garden. And it's so frustrating because we put up a gate and it's not that tall. It's what we had. It worked for a while. Then the deer discovered the garden, got in and ate kind of everything. But there are people around here who don't have gates around their garden at all. And I don't know if it's because we're right across the street from like a wildlife area and they live there and they just like mosey on over to our yard. But they got into the garden, I don't know, a while ago. And Jeremy put up bird netting. Now, I know it's probably not the best idea. I worried about like animals getting tangled in it and whatnot. So he put up bird netting. This is the fence here, and it only goes up, what is this, like 3 feet or something? This like meshy stuff. And then he added these tall poles with bird netting, and it worked for a little while. And then the other night, well, you see this here? This is to keep the deer out because apparently it didn't care and it went right through my netting. See this big hole? It went right through, and it ate, and it ate. So, the deer problems are real here, and it's so frustrating. My kids are being very annoying right now. The strawberries are done producing, so they've been eating the strawberry plants, which, you know, is fine, but then they find other things, like all the green beans are gone. They've chopped off lots of the pumpkin leaves and squash leaves, and it's just so frustrating. But anyways, he ordered more netting. We're gonna extend the fence higher. That should be coming today or tomorrow. But then, you know, it's gonna take a couple hours to repair everything. Just annoying. Here is one of my zucchini plants that got chopped by the deer. It's doing better than this one. This one also got chopped. You can see it came and bit all of the leaves off of the middle, but now it's flowering again. So I think it's gonna be okay. They look really healthy, actually. So this one is actually producing quite a bit of zucchinis. I'm so excited. You can see huge one down there. There's another one in the middle. There's one kind of growing upside down in there. So that's kind of fun. And I have a bunch of flowers, which the deer don't like these, thank goodness, because I just put all these pots in here. Let's see what else. This one also got chopped by the deer, these pumpkins, but it seems to be coming back. No fruit on that one. This was supposed to be a green bean tower. Teepee tower, whatever, teepee, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. And it ate all the green beans several times. They've replanted, so that it's just not gonna happen this year. Look how sad that is. So sad. And then these are my pumpkins, and these have taken some beatings as well, but I do have some fruit, and there's a pretty good sized one right in there, and I think it was pollinated because it's doing really well. So I'm hoping that we get some pumpkins this year. And we need to build a trellis for all of my melons, because you can see they're starting to come out of the raised bed. We're going to try and have them go vertically. These pumpkins are kind of creeping out of their space over here. So we need to build a trellis to have those go vertically. We'll see how that goes. Alright, I was checking to see if I should pollinate my pumpkins. This one is a female flower. And look what's in there. Well, now it's hiding on the other side. But there are bees all over. Oh my goodness, that was a cute little moth. It's gone. That answers my question. Look at that bee. Right in there. Perfect. Cooper is going to harvest the rest of the peas that are on there, and then we're gonna pull them out. Right, Coop? Mm-hmm. All right, let's do it. I'd say that looks a little bit better. You can actually see we have lettuce growing there now. This was our little patch of kale that we left. We had a huge row, but it was just taking up space and we weren't using it. So we got rid of that, and now we have all this room for green beans, and hopefully we can put some in our freezer for the winter. We will probably plant them tonight because it's getting too warm to be out here now. Oh boy.
Yep.
You guys are making a huge mess.
Huh? Here we go.
I'm gonna make it go.
Do what Cooper doing. Make it go.
I'm gonna make it go upside down.
What? That doesn't even work.
I'm gonna make this one. It went upside down.
All right, I'm going to work on the deck now where it's a little bit cooler, not in the sun. The boys have kind of moved over to the shade as well, just because it is warm. I don't want them to get burnt. But when my parents were here this last weekend, my mom started painting the gates to our deck, and I'm going to try and finish them, or do some of them at least. This entire deck when we moved in was in quite disrepair, I will say. We have thought about just tearing it out and replacing it, but obviously that's a big financial commitment. So we kind of have made a few repairs here and there because my foot actually went through this deck when we first moved in. Some of the boards are really squishy and need to be replaced. So what we're gonna do, I've painted all the railing along the side on the inside. I still have to do the outside, which I don't know when I'm ever gonna do that because it's always in the sun and it's too hot. So maybe on a cloudy day or in the evening. But I've painted all of the railing, and minus the gates, which we're going to do, which were never painted for some reason. And then we're gonna rent a big sander from like Home Depot or some Lowe's, you know, wherever, and sand the whole deck and then repaint it, because I think with replacing a few boards here and there, I think we can maybe get like 5 more years out of it. So this is the people who did this deck. They must have stained it at one point, and they just like sprayed it along the house. So it looks like there's just like stain running down the siding of the house, which is really annoying. It looks really bad, but I've been kind of painting it here and there. And then they put like this textured stuff on top of it, which I can't get it off. And I don't really want to paint another texture on it just because I think it'll be really noticeable, the stuff that's still on here, and it's just going to chip off over time. And yeah, it's just, I don't know. It just looks so bad. So this is what it looks like right now. Okay, so this is what the surface of the deck looks like. There's just, yeah, you can see it's just terrible. So over here, you can see, that's what it used to look like, the stain. And look what they did to the side of the house. Who does that? Oh my goodness. So, yeah, hopefully we'll be fixing that. And here is the gate that I'm painting. Had to mask it. Now I need to do the other side, and I think it's gonna look really good. Boys are having some lunch, and we are going to watch Little House on the Prairie while I fold some laundry. All right, Little House on the Prairie is done, and we are going to do our read aloud now. We're reading Where the Red Fern Grows. So we're going to read a little bit in our room. We like to sit up here. It's just nice lighting, and the boys are gonna play. What are you gonna play, Carter?
I'm gonna play with my ginormous Lego.
He has a Lego he's gonna play with. Coulter's gonna play with a Hot Wheel, and we're still waiting for Cooper to join us. But it's just nice we can sit here, look out the window, at the garden, and
I'm glad.
we have nice lighting for reading. All right, how was the book? Did you like that chapter?
Yeah.
Yeah. What happened?
I said I like it.
What happened in the book?
Nah.
You're not gonna say?
He caught a raccoon.
Raccoon.
We're seeing a theme with Little House on the Prairie and Where the Red Fern Grows. Don't filter. What animals were in both of the
Raccoon.
raccoons? That's right. All right, it's nap time. You ready for nap, little guy?
No,
Yeah.
I am not.
Yep. Time for naps. All right, those kiddos are all asleep. Carter has done the dishwasher. I've loaded the dishwasher, and I am going to go and kind of evaluate schoolroom stuff. We kind of picked our start date this year, and we didn't finish our language last year. We're doing the Good and the Beautiful, and we didn't quite finish it. So I want to go and see how many lessons we have until they're done with the level that they're on before we move on to the next one. I don't think it's a big deal that we didn't finish it. Their curriculum isn't necessarily grade-based, so I think it's okay. At least that's what I'm telling myself, because they were long. Like, they were long lessons, and yeah. And with moving, we didn't get it all done. So there's maybe 10 to 15 lessons left. So I'm gonna go and see, and I might pull out Coulter stuff for school. Yeah, because he's starting preschool this year. So he is starting, which is really exciting. So we're gonna have a 5th grader, a 3rd grader, and a preschooler. Wish me luck. All right, I went through all of their lessons that they had remaining, and Cooper only has 5 lessons left, so I'm really excited about that. Carter has significantly more like 20 lessons, but his had way more lessons than Cooper. So I went over with Carter, and I was showing him his new curriculum because he's going to be doing level 4, and you know, it's a little bit more, it's different. They've structured it a little bit differently, so he's really excited to get into that. So I told him, instead of reading 20 minutes in the afternoon, maybe we could spend 20 minutes together and do, a lot of it is just reading. There's a lot of reading left. So he agreed to that. So we're gonna see how much we can get done. We might not get it all done before we start. We still have about a month till we're gonna start school. But I'm gonna get on the Good and the Beautiful website because I wanna look at their science curriculum. We were doing, what were we doing last year? We were doing, I think this isn't the one that we did last year. We did the astronomy one, but by Apologia, I believe that's what it is. But we really enjoyed it. However, I just want to come on here and look because I was planning on doing that, the anatomy with the boys. But I saw some reviews on the Good and the Beautiful one, and I kind of want to just check out and see what they have, because that one is pretty intense. And we didn't even finish the astronomy one. There was like maybe one lesson, like one section left, which, you know, we didn't even do all the experiments. So I'm gonna get on here and see what they have, and we'll see if we're gonna if we do that, all of our curriculum is going to be Good and the Beautiful minus math. We are doing teaching textbooks for math. So all right, let's see what I find. All right, so going on their website, I actually did find something kind of exciting. They have a free PDF download right now of their marine biology, which that is the one that I was like really interested in. We love the ocean, we love ocean animals, and I think that all of my kids would really enjoy that. So you can actually go on their website right now and download a free PDF file. It's 134 pages. There's a lot of good stuff here. I already looked at the first 2 lessons and they look really cool. Like, the experiments are just right in there. It's not like you have to go find something crazy to do the science experiments. So I think we might do it. And it's like family based. So it's grades K through 8. And if you have, I think 7th and 8th graders, there's extra printables and stuff for it. But I think I might do this, although that means I have to print it all. So you have to kind of determine, is it worth it to download the free PDF? I think normally it's like 20, I don't know, it said a $17 value, but when I went and looked, it was like $27. So is it worth it to you to print it at home because there are a lot of colorful pages, or should you just pay for it? Now, through our library system, we get 25 color copies free per library card that we have per week. So that would be 125 copies, and I could pretty much print this all in one visit in 1 week. So I will probably do that just to save the money, but if you don't have a resource like that, then perhaps just paying for it to be shipped is more feasible. Also, what was I gonna say? Oh, Coulter is waking up. Also, they do have a ton of like mini books in here and like science experiment pages. So 134 pages, that doesn't mean that's all you'll print. Like, I'm sure that your children will each want a mini book and their own science experiment page. So it might be a little bit more than that, but I don't have a problem just saying, oh, let me just make a photocopy of this page real quick for whoever wants to do the experiment and that type of thing. But anyways, go check it out if you haven't. Good and Beautiful Marine Biology free PDF download right now.
I know you are. I will get you. I'll get you.
You found me!
Mr. Jeremy is home.
Want some?
Nobody wants anchovy paste.
Anchovy paste?
And he's making us dressing because somehow
We had like 11 bottles of this.
I know.
And now this is all we've got left, which is like a capful, which is enough for like 1 leaf of lettuce.
Right, and we're having chicken Caesar salad, so Jeremy is making us homemade Caesar dressing. And I'm really skeptical of this because there's raw egg yolk in it.
It's not very
So tell me how it is.
ridiculously good. Like, I didn't think it was going to be good, but it is so much better than the bottled stuff. So good. It was frustrating to make because it's very gloppy and it doesn't really mix. But it mixed and it's really tasty.
It's good. Good job. Now hurry up, I'm starving.
Sorry, I'm
All right, we got our new fencing, so Jeremy is going to try and put another layer, right? Or
Yeah, we'll
something?
use metal instead. At least it can't go right through it.
Right, it'd be a little more difficult. And what are you doing, Carter? You're just eating all the blackberries in the garden?
Quality control.
And dogs are sending messages to each other.
You think so?
Yeah.
Is that what they're doing?
I think dogs are saying, get out of here. You're not supposed to be here. I want to be in this spot.
Carter, can you help him get a blackberry? He wants one.
Can you get me one? Can you get me one?
And I am going to be
Carter, can
planting
you get me one?
some of our beans since it's nice and cool outside. Although sometimes the mosquitoes come out, so we gotta watch. We've all been bug sprayed, so we'll see. Hopefully nothing gets us.
So my
Look
beans
at those roots.
look so healthy.
Yep. Oops. So go ahead and set it right in that hole there. Get you another one.
Wait, yours needs to be, you know.
Yep.
My bean looks great.
It does.
Look!
Yeah, look how big it is.
This one got broken.
I don't
Mama?
think
Are you not Mexican?
so. Probably.
Good.
Here you go. You put that one in the next hole. You can hold it by the stem if you'd like.
I want to cover one up with you holding it.
That looks good, babe.
You're gonna have to stay
All right.
here too.